Boom, just on time. Haha. They called me the person who predicts stuff. They absolutely do not call me that, but, whatever, you know what I mean. Alright, where was I going with this? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna load the music a bit more. Okay. Music has been lowered. Because, I thought it was a bit loud. But, hello, it is I, the EPTuber. You probably know that because you clicked on this video. Today we'll be ranking all of Geats' matchups because, as we know from us likely being Death Battle fans, he has won the Champions Island, which I think is pretty good because he was the character I was rooting for, personally speaking. And I thought this would be a fun idea to give you my thoughts on his matchups, and in general, I just wanted to have fun with, doing something for Geats as a result of his victory. So, let's do that. So, I haven't fully finished the making of the tier lists, like, as a template. Nero is the one, the end. Well, there's more matchups than Nero. I mean, I'm not gonna say who my pref is. Well, no, my pref, actually, yeah. If you saw my community post, you'll know who my pref is. But, there are more matchups than Nero that's for Geats that I want to talk about today. But, yeah, the only thing I need to complete is, like, add some effects for this thing here at the bottom right where the quote is. And also I need to get the color down for the one, but the one's color usually matches the color of his opponent, which is why I haven't exactly done it. Alright. Where was I going with this? Let's see what's... Okay, so... I am offering, ideas. Like, if you give me an idea for Geats, and I'll look into it on my other computer, and then I'll come to my conclusion there. But, for now, I'm going to start with his big ones. So, first off, let me go get the render. Which channel is it again? Ah, this one. Go up, go up. There's a render I'm looking for. Gotta do a lot of scrolling for this one. I'm quite lazy to find it. Actually, I probably could just... I'm searching for images. I probably could just done that, but, yeah, I already found the, render I was looking for, so don't need to do that. Alright. This one. Let me see if it copied and pasted. It did... I think it did? Oh, yeah, it's a massive render for gore. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's on the right layer. Here. There we go. I'll just put... My choice is Nero Claudius, the dictator, and the Arjuna victim. Alright, yeah, speaking of Nero Claudius... She is going to be the first character I talk about today out of, Geats' Big Four, and, this is made pretty obvious from the fact that, yeah, Nero is my preferred for Geats as well. If my internet disconnected again, I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Anyways. Copy and paste. Boop, and bap. There we go. Yeah, I'm a basic boy when it comes to that. I am also a Nero versus Geats fanboy, and I will be voting that when the poll comes up. Generally, I just think it does what I want for Geats the best. I think the connections are really good. They go into the three things that I want a Geats matchup to. That being, well, the main things I want it to go into are his dynamic with his mother, because there will be spoilers for Geats in this stream. I haven't finished it myself, but I have looked into these matchups to tell you that there will be spoilers inbound. But, yeah, this one goes into his mother really well, and also I do think that the... I don't remember what the death game was called in Nero's Fate, but, I do think that the death game that she's in works very well with the Desire Grand Prix. And from what I can tell from the dynamic, it actually is pretty good. I know you can combine a lot of things with both of their death games, which is what the main appeal is to me as well. Not to mention, out of all of Geats' matchups, this is the only one I know that is, like, debatable, in a sense. All his other matchups just aren't that debatable from what I've seen. Mainly in favor of Geats. He usually sweeps most of his matchups. This one, on the other hand, I don't think Nero wins. I think she does get swept. But from what I know from, her main method of killing Geats is, like, outside help, if I remember correctly. She needs her master to get, like, a way to bypass, someone else's immortality and fate that's, like, immortality. So, but, yeah, I genuinely think this is a really good matchup. Like, I wanted to win. I'm getting paranoid about maintenance today. I've been having Wi-Fi issues for a bit. Do let me know if the stream starts stuttering. I won't be surprised if it did. Alright. I do have to constantly go back and forth then. But whatever. But yeah, as I said, very good matchup for Geats. I would 100% be down to see it win. Now, the true question is, as I'm streaming this on Chrome, does that mean that if I hit my other Chrome tab, it will show the other Chrome tab? Only one way to find out. Boop, bap. Can we see this Kamen Rider Geats thing? I'll let my stream catch up to find out. The answer's no. Okay. Okay, time to get the other one. I got TM'd on Steam. Who's TM'ing me on Steam? Oh. Yeah, thanks. Average day in a hero shooter TBH. Okay. It's just, one of my friends was playing Marvel Rivals. Give me a sec. Alright. True. Oh yeah, he gets me. I need to get this ping off my fucking computer or else I'm gonna crash out. Anyways. I'm generally curious, can Nero take some skill using her Imperial Privilege? From what I've heard, Nero does have an ability that, like, copies abilities, but again, from what I've heard from other people, which is specifically the Nero versus Geats chat in the official Death Battle Discord, I think her copying an ability would fuck her over in the end. At least that's from what I've heard. I don't fully know. Like, I've only looked into the debate a little bit, but I don't exactly know if, well, I don't exactly know if it, like, actively fucks her over, like, I don't know how it does it, because like, again, I've not looked into the debate much. I know the basic gist of it, but I don't fully know, the intricacies of the debate, because, it's a very complex thing. From what I know, though, no matter who wins, it's going to be high or extreme difficulty. Alright. So next up, I'm going to name this layer so I don't forget. Nero. I didn't spell her name right. Nero Claudius. Perfection. Okay, next up is Liu Kang. Oh boy, we're going to start off with a... We're not starting off with a hot take, we started with Nero, but we're going to carry this on with a hot take. Here we go. Now, if you ask literally anyone else what they think of Geats versus Liu Kang, they'll put it in, like, great ults. They'll put it here. I don't think my mouse is on screen, I don't know, but, this is not where I'd put it, though. I would not put this in great ults. This is fucking bottom tier, and I refuse to hear out otherwise. Take it. You're staying in bottom tier, Liu Kang. You have no say in the matter. Okay. Yeah, I really do not like this matchup whatsoever. I wouldn't say I hate it. There's, like, worse options out there for Geats, but... Ooh, this is not a good one, Your Honor. This is not a good one. To explain my problems, let's start thematically. I mean, they sure are tournament contestants who become gods at the end. That's, like, the only connection you can have without having stretches in it. Now, there's like two big things. The first big thing is the death game that Geats is in, the Desire Grand Prix. I don't think you can compare that to the Mortal Kombat tournaments, like, whatsoever. Like, to me, the Mortal Kombat tournament is just vastly different in terms of what you get at the end, as opposed to the Desire Grand Prix. Because in the Desire Grand Prix, you get the ability to reshape the world into what you want. Like, you write it down at the beginning. Some people want Kamen Rider exterminate. Some people want the world over. Some people want world peace. I don't think you get something like that in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Give me a sec. I'm pretty sure you don't. Mortal Kombat tournament prize. This is a... Fuck's sake. What does the winner of the Mortal Kombat tournament get? Very definitive of in-game law, granted immortality and longevity, well, in real-life tournaments. So you just get immortality. That's kind of boring. Give me a sec. Let's look. I'm gonna look into this. No more Mortal Kombat tournaments. Here's the different media. The fighting tournament, a namesake of Mortal Kombat series of fighting games, Mortal Kombat was originally born to be a solely human competition, until later retcons revealed to be universal among the series' realms created by the Elder Gods as a way to keep realms in check. For the realms to defend themselves against Outworld if it grew too powerful for years until Shao Kahn took a serious threat to the realms. Between... Yeah, this sounds fucking lame as shit. I don't think you can compare the Mortal Kombat tournament to the Desire Grand Prix whatsoever. Thank you, Lulias Jinmore. I'm gonna get to something about Liu Kang later, but right now I'm discussing his thematics. What next? Oh yeah, and the connection with his mother is like fucking dog shit. Gates' mother in particular. The connection is their parents are fucking dead. Even though that really isn't true in Geats' mother's case. Like, the thing is, like, that connection is really, like, lame. Also, they fight Dia. We'll learn what Dia means in a second. We'll let Anthony type that out whilst I explain this. What was I saying? Yeah. From what I know of Liu Kang, well, his parents, they're just dead. Also, the fight dynamic is freaking garbage. He's spinning! He is actually spinning! I agree completely. The dynamic is not good at all. Like, oh nice, you get cool hand-to-hand moments. Okay, but what happens when a buckle shows up? Are we gonna ignore the belt buckles? Them belt buckles ain't doing shit, homie. Like, yeah, like, Liu Kang's gonna turn into a dragon? Oh, yeah, nice. Let Magnum solve it. Oh, God, he's using his fire powers. Go, monster. And I don't really, like, really the only good dynamics come from the hand-to-hand combat and the god forms. Everything in between sounds so lame. Very, if I do say so myself. I really don't like this dynamic whatsoever. I'm just gonna mention this. Guru, My Nine Trouble, and Geats versus are the only known episodes we have for 2026. There's also Light versus Columbo if that happens. Yeah, but I'm gonna end this off with the thing that irks me the most about this matchup. Can you name me a single soul who pushes this matchup for anything other than Liu Kang? Because I, honest to God, can't. Everyone I've ever seen promote this matchup only promotes it as, please get Liu Kang on the show. Which, like, even if he is overdue, Geats exists, dude. Like, like, if I promote a matchup, I at least want to like both characters, or at least like the connections to it. I don't want a matchup just because of one character. Like, by that logic, I would have had a very big prep for Shino Hiragi, my favorite character of all time, ages ago before Gordo existed. Which, like, yeah, I don't like it at all. I've seen people who say that Liu Kang versus Geats are some of the best promotion in terms of Geats' popular matchups. But, like, I have to severely disagree. Out of the big four of Geats' matchups, this matchup has easily the worst promotion behind it, and it's not even close. I've not seen a soul push it for Geats. I don't think for Java gets Cryo. When's that update coming out? I know that update. I know people don't like. Give me a sec.
When is Genshin? Is it 6.0 that's coming out soon? Genshin 6.0. Luna. Give me a sec. When is Ifer gonna get the Cryo Vision?
It's not even good over the recently. Likely in at least in the final nation. I'm not pronouncing that. Which is the nation also and resonates with the Archon statue. Fuck that. The current release order is National Pyro May 25, followed by the expected release of the Final Nation, Cryo, likely in late 2026 or 2027. Ooh. I think at 7.0. Ooh. That's a long time. Or like, hey Frost, welcome to the stream. We just got done with Nero and Liu Kang. Talking about the goat I see. Yep, I am. And next, and that does remind me, I do need to get the next render. This is the third of Geats' big four. And that's Discord, but I got pinged. Who the fuck ping me? I will. Okay. Great minds think alike. That's what they all say. Alright, next up is. Oh god, picture of her ass. I'm definitely gonna get age restricted. That's a lie. I'll be fine. Bayonetta. From Bayonetta. Yeah. I saved it. Liu Kang is the roast option. It's not great. I really fucking hate Liu Kang as a matchup for Geats. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. Made that bet. I wouldn't even call it good. It doesn't even have good connections, let alone a good fight dynamic. But, Bayonetta. I actually like Bayonetta versus Geats. Flashy fighters, and it also has a solid connection to their mothers as well. What can you really want at the end of the day? I mean, you get a flashy fight dynamic. You get cool connections, and you get as my friend husband. I'm gonna crash out. Well, yeah, you get good connections, good fight dynamic. But what else do you really need? You also get a Bayonetta run back if you really want it. But at the same time, I think we're better off without run backs for now. At least until,
we get less of them.
Alright. That's that one done. And, what's next? There's not really much to say about Bayonetta. Good connections, good fight dynamic. What else can you really want? I do think you can get some good dynamics with, Bayo's guns and her, and Geats' Magnum. What does Bayo have except for Geats, really? Well, there's also a Dante run back. I've also seen... What other ideas would ever been, I swear Bayo had a few ideas. Give me a sec. What else does she have besides... Dante and Geats? Ooh, this is one. Oh, this is one lame ass fucking spread. Ooh, this is not good, gamers. Let's see, that's Eno. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, I think people just prefer Dante at the end of the day. Ugh, where am I? I took you. I'll admit, Bayonetta's been growing me a tiny bit. Maybe it's here off my tier list. It was where we were ranking Jones for Geats. Who's next? Oh yeah, we were doing the fucking pingmate. I'm gonna crash out. Who dares? I got pinged somewhere. I'm gonna see where I got pinged, and then we're gonna continue. Who pinged me? Ah, someone is thankful for me. That is mega based. No Bayo return. I'm fine with a Bayo return, just not now. Jonesy, we're not doing Jonesy next. We got one more of the big four, and then we can go to Jonesy, maybe. This one is a good versus evil. It's not interesting. It is very interesting, as they say. Well, partly, it's not that interesting this week. Neo from the Matrix, probably the weakest opponent for Geats to my knowledge. Well, we're nearly at the others for Geats. We just need to get through the final, the big four, and that is Sephiroth. Ah, it's too far up. Oh, didn't mean to go that far down. He's joining Liu Kang in this tier. Lay matchup. This has like okay-ish connections with his mother, but besides that, snork me. This matchup is kind of boring. Both Seth and Geats have better. Yeah, Geats definitely has better than this. It just doesn't click with me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know it has a good connection. Well, I know it has like a decent connection with his mother, I guess, with Genova, but it just really isn't my thing. Not to mention, I don't really know how the magic would play off against Geats' buckles. I think it can work, it just isn't my thing. Okay, but Sephiroth is insanely boring. Yeah. And that's what, where's Jonesy? Eisen's right there. Fair point. Okay, fine, we'll get to Jonesy. Jonesy. Render. Did I say 911? Alright. Let me look for a... I'm gonna use the first render because for whatever reason, but then pure fucking laziness. Garbage too. Alright, here we are. We have Jonesy, the funny option that they picked for Geats. Now, I'm gonna do a quick bit of research real quick, just to see something. What did Rider Geats get inspired by? Yeah, so from what I could tell, Kamen Rider Geats was partly inspired by Fortnite. As well as other Battle Royale and survival games. You know, your not League of Legends, Apex Legends. I don't know which is worse, but either or. And, you know, stuff like Hunger Games. You know, if it's a dev game, it probably inspired Kamen Rider Geats. Anyways, to the bottom tier you go. You are funny as a guilty pleasure, but you aren't funny outside that. So that's surely... Who the fuck made the good fucking question? With him, anyway, both fine Battle Royale. I'm pretty sure that is the connection besides inspired versus inspiration. Because Kamen Rider Geats was inspired by Fortnite. And other Battle Royales in that sense. But besides that, there's not really anything to it. Alright. I did see someone put Neo earlier in the chat from the Matrix. So I'm gonna go get a Neo render. Now, I'm gonna need a bit of help here, because what is the connection with Neo versus Geats? I don't know the connections. If there even is. Actually, I could look it up. Neo versus Kamen Rider Geats. I literally looked up Neo and I found Nero Clodius. Are we being fucking dead ass? Dude, I shit you not. I looked up Neo versus Kamen Rider Geats and I found Nero. Are we being fucking real? I found Neon White first. That is, there's 3 Neos. Are we being real? I'm gonna try and find the connections. I can't find them either. It's not. We can't even find the fucking connections. Are we being dead ass? The road wants Umu. I want Umu. Look at her. Look at her. Give me a sec. Look at her. Look at her and tell me she is not adorable. I'm just saying, gamers. Did my stream freeze? Nope, I paused the stream by accident. That is entirely on me. Perish. But look at her. Look at that face. How can you say no to that face? If you say no to that face, you will automatically incorrect, and you will be, I don't know. Anyways, from what I know, how strong is Neo exactly? Give me uno momento, por favor. The fuck? I'm gonna do the horrible sin here and go on the Forces wiki for this. Let's see what they put Neo at. 9A, which was 9A in tiers. I don't exactly know my tiers. 9A, that's not 1A, whatever. 9A, small building level. That can't be it. No connections, garbage. QRT's cute. Rome is love, Rome is life. Okay, I don't think Solar System Universal. Better than Wall Level, I'll tell you that. But yeah, from what I know, I don't even know, like, the main thing with the Matrix. Like, it might just be them going against corrupt game officials. Or game. I feel Neo status, but if Neo status, but if he loses security, so when Murdoch when I say did because I don't think my Geats slaughters a lot of his own matchups. I'm not gonna lie to you, homie. The books crack this shit up. Of course, it's the books. That's Nero, not Neo. Okay. Speaking of Neos, we had Nero, we had a Neo. How about instead of all that, we go to a Neon? Because, my friends, I need to search it up. Shit. There's a particular render I'm looking for. The Spider Ort is cuter than Rome's Empire. Blasphemy. But you dare insult my honey bun Ort like that. Off to a good start. But yeah. As I was saying, we had a Neo. If my internet is disconnected, I'm going to crash the fuck out. I'm trying to do a funny here. I might actually be losing my mind. I'm hoping it didn't end. That sizing looks ass. It's not the sizing, it's... Well, the sizing sucks on the stream's end, but, like, you know what I mean. Where was I going with the joke again? Oh god, my mind's actually losing it. It's debatable. Debatability doesn't matter to me unless the dynamic is so fucked. Like, if your dynamic is good despite being a stomp, you can get away with it. That's why I'm still on the Jago versus Liu Kang train. Because Liu Kang isn't gonna show up, get beat up by someone, and then instantly go, nah, fuck this shit. Go gadget black hole. Alright. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was looking for a funny. So, Geats vs. Zero's Legends Dante versus Clive 2. Yeah, I've heard about that. You told me about that. But anyways, so we have had a Nero, we've had a Neo. How about we have a Neon with Neon White? Ooh, Neon White. Look at you, you handsome devil. Voiced by Steve Blue, no less. Ain't not just a kettle of fish. Now, I'm gonna go with the first wiki connection with this because I'm too lazy to fake my own connections. How much is there here? Not much. But I do know... who gave you that render? Shush. But, oh, this guy... I don't know any other besides V1. That's actually fair. V1 is his, like, big matchup. But, I'm gonna give the basic details on Neon White versus Geats. From what I know about, Geats so far. So, you can have a connection with their death game. Because, the Sire Grand Prix is a shady game that allows the winner, to get a wish that they, that normally would be out of the reach of everyone else by winning a game show that is ran by, oftentimes, corrupt officials. Basically, the Desire Grand Prix is the 10 Days of Judgment in Neon White. Those battle constitution, free guts. She wants to put down. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard anyway. I have no idea who Neon is. Fair. Neon, I've not seen Neon White get much traction recently, but that's because the game came out like a few years ago. And from what I know, both of them are flashy and like overconfident top scorers who like they're flashy over top scorers who are kind of actually not kind of they are pretty much kind of asshole-ish in a sense, with Neon White being like aloof and Geats constantly lying to people. Also, there is a like aside from those two, there are there's Pranty, Roland, and then Scarlet. And I dare say Spawn is actually Spawn is a really thematic matchup for Neon White. The only problem is that the debate is like really one-sided. I wish she gets some more insane skills. Yeah, that's what I heard too. She's really hard to put down. Alright. But yeah, you could also have something with like similar to Nero in a sense, where you can have their mental, like not mental, parental figures being the being a contrast. The contrast is like Geats' mother and Neon Green. I will say I will be getting into spoiler territory for Neon White if you guys haven't played that game. So I will. If you guys want to mute during this section, I'll give you a few seconds to do that. That's fine by me. I'll let you guys know in chat when we can move on. But specifically, the contrast with Neon Green is give it a few seconds. With Geats, right? Geats like constantly searched for multiple errors just to find his mother, and it was like his biggest thing. Like he always wanted to find his mother, but he could never properly find her. Which is, like, the reason why he contrasted with Nero, in a sense, because Nero's mother fucking sucked. However, Neon White, his parental figure was Neon Green, who treated the other Neons like a family before they ended up in Sheol. The only problem is, Neon Green was really manipulative and basically groomed White. Which is why they died in the first place. Which is why... yeah, you know, he fucking hates Neon Green after a lot of stuff happens, especially after he also kills the other Neons. Don't know if she gets or not, she probably just can't kill Geats. She can, it just requires prep time. I'll leave this up for 10 seconds. Alright. That's enough of that. We can finally put Neon White in a tier. Oh, that's the tier list itself. I want to rotate Neon White's render. I will say, though, there is a problem similar to Spawn, and that Neon White, even if you give him his questionable Unity scaling, which I do, can't do shit against Geats. What if Ace's best matchups always involve messed up parental relationships? Good question. But yeah, Neon White is just not beating Geats. But then again, no one is beating. I don't. Besides Nero and I think Jonesy, I think everyone just gets swept by Geats. You're still wrong about it. Hand on shoulder. Alright, where was I going with this? Alright. So this is the current lineup so far. Now we need to remember other matchups that Geats has. Who else does he have? Because I'm going to find several matchups that I've already done by this point. Let me go check over tier lists. Is there matchup discussions? Go check. Who else does the Geats have? I know Josie can even bypass immortality. Maybe. Okay, who else does he have? Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. Because... Is it Gene Moritz time? I literally just remembered he was a matchup. Give me a sec. Nah, that one's cut off. Alright. What? Put you in? If I got to oiled up by her, I'll be your bit. What do you mean you accidentally oiled up? What do you mean? Hold the phone. Wait a second here, chat. What? How do you accidentally oil up? Why is this a question I even need to ask? Oh my god. Only on a stream of EPA do you get me saying shit like this. On the main, no less. Caught in 4K. Fucking me caught in 4K. It's complicated. It's not complicated. What do you mean? Whatever. Good olds. Whatever. We need to move on. How did we get here?
No, it's fine. No, fine, more. Now it's going to go on this completion.
There you go. Oh, how the fuck did I get here in my life? Oh, fucking hell. Geats is a good old... Not Geats, Mori. Oh god, my brain's scrambled. Oh. Fucking hell. A Centigrade side so for... Oh, I don't... What's a Centigrade? Give me a sec. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I don't know my rangers.
Hey, Leaf, I just gonna say, Leaf box cheese is a lot. I would be. I bought a new incest because I'm a big cow, but I forgot how incest was, so I sort of punched incest when we trying to flip it.
Oh my... that makes it better, but bloody hell.
Center Ranger. What's his name? Sato.
Center Ranger Sato. Ow, my hand. Ranger Wiki. Let me read here. From what I'm reading, he's Dino Fury Red Ranger? But now I smell like lemongrass and ginger, so I don't see a problem, really. Think of it as a perfume. Where is he? Nowhere, apparently. Did I not copy it? Guess I didn't. You're gonna go in here, my good sir. You're gonna go in the unsure tier, because I don't know jack shit about Power Rangers. Well, this spread is looking a lot less than I thought it would be. What's next? Oh yeah, I need to look at more Geats matchups. Who else does the Geats have? Oh wait, I know someone who is definitely going in the fuck you tier. See, gamers, there is one thing I know, is that Geats may be a power fantasy, but he has a character. Do you know who doesn't have a character, but also isn't a power fantasy? Give me a few seconds, I'm nearly there. Because a character like that is exactly garbage. I don't know who Saito is. But do you know what is garbage? Well, first of all, solo leveling in general, but second of all, Sung Jimu. Alright. Alright. Piss off, Watermark, you will perish. Goodbye. Anyways. Oh, I don't think actually, yeah, I'm for like 2% sure I haven't said this, but, we here at EvoTuber Productions do not like solo leveling. And there is a simple reason for this. Boring ass MC. It's a generic ass power fantasy. I don't even know why people like it. But, like, if you like it, you may as well like whichever one I know is what it called. I had a connection and it was only just blah blah blah. Oh. That's not a good sign. But wait, is there anyone else? Only me using Alex Lee as a V I don't enjoy. Yeah, that's a surprise. There is no fucking ways the rest of my spread is that shit. Give me a sec.
Kamen Rider Geats tier list.
Oh, it's also this off of I don't know. Matchup tier list 6 days ago. This will be good. Who else does he have? What in God's name is this? Jesus Christ! Damn, this spread is fucking doo-doo. Oh god, I'm gonna suffer a lot here, aren't I? Which also level kind of enjoy, but he gets overpowered. It wouldn't be bad if he got overpowered if his character wasn't that. If his character was good. That's kind of the problem, though. His character isn't good. If I see Naruto, I'm gonna lose it. Anyways. Oh wait, let me look. Okay. Next up is I don't even know where half of this thread even comes from. Ashura from Ashura's Wrath. Now, I have said it before on this channel, but I don't like the episode for Ashura's Wrath. I don't like Chris versus Ashura as an episode. The matchup is peak, the episode isn't. Like, he even had one. He never had one. And, I'm gonna go try and find it.
Geats versus Ashura.
The wrath of the game, sure. That's a lot of yapping. Karna's actually a good matchup. I've heard of Karna from Faye as well. I need to look into that. Since Karna's Geats matches. Yeah, I don't get it either. Let's render looks low quality, but I couldn't give two shits. Get your ass in that not a fan tier. I'm thankful you even have something. Alright. What's this next? Oh, sweet Neptune, this spread is fucking abysmal. Being unironic right now, I think all of his other matchups could possibly go in the bottom tier. I don't know if I've been live, actually. I've only been live for 48 minutes? Oh shit, this might be done quicker than I thought it would be. Most CB streams usually last an hour, so I'll take it. I'm okay with a shorter stream. But who's next? Who do we go for next? I'm taking suggestions. Why did that go out? Better not have. What my internet at gunpoint right now? Oh yeah, Karna. I need to look up who Karna is. Karna's a separate character that isn't Neo, apparently.
Karna Fate.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not Nero. Alright.
Karna versus Geats.
Let's see if I can find connections. Still have a sword. Go find him. Alright. Yeah, I'll get to her in a sec, but right now I'm gonna go, get a coroner render. Coroner's fine. Nero's a better Fate matchup at the end of the day, and I think there's better connections with Nero, but not a bad matchup. Alright. We're making some neat progress here. I'm gonna quickly get Sailor Moon up. Give me a sec. Just my heroes who have doubles. My boy. But yeah, mid. One day, buddy. Yeah. Alright. Sailor Moon. Let's go get her. Alright. I think Sailor Moon can join this tier with Ashura. From what I'm seeing, the connections are fine, I just don't really see a dynamic there. The moon is mid. The moon is not haunting me today. Ignore the bracket. Okay. Who else is left? Let's see, we've done Sailor Moon. And Naruto just by Anthony. Naruto's gotta come on at some point. I've seen people push that matchup. Well, not push it, it's been on. Fucking. I've heard the connections suck at. The connections are. I mean, they exist, I guess. What more do you want from me? I'll get Naruto on there. I'll put it in the bomb tier. Anyways, we're gonna put you here, and we're gonna put you there. Also Foxes, I guess. Sagri... What are these matchups, dude? Be gone, ninja. What is Zagreus? Wait. What was Zagreus' goal again? Skipped, I'm gonna find his mother. Oh, okay, I get it now. Flashy dudes to go try and find their mothers. Yeah, it makes more sense now I think about that. No, if I remember correctly, Zagreus has a really similar problem to, like, Neon White and stuff. Where they kind of just get swept under the rug. I mean, the connection is Geats' box. I think they also have, like, an element thing to them, because there's, like, lots of things that Naruto has, and you can probably connect that with the buckles, but besides that, I don't really know. But yeah, I'll put Zagreus with Karna. It's better for Zagreus, but in terms of like a general theme, you could definitely cook it. You could definitely cook with it. Zagreus buying Pit, so okay, that is if he does buy Pit. You have to beg, you have to pray they don't pick Zagreus versus Percy Jackson. Then again, a lot of us are begging for that, me included. But yeah, from what I know about Zagreus in terms of connections, I actually do understand it. Zagreus and Geats are both people just trying to find their mothers. So, like, in general, it does make sense as a matchup. I don't think it's that, like, fair, but, in terms of, like, a general matchup, I think you can cope with it. Alright, who else is on this tier list? Oh, yeah, this one's been rising up recently. Hero X. It's because they do Nico versus Acreus.
Better pray.
I need to find a Hero X. I need to find a render. Give me a sec. Do I go with his casual one, just be laziness, or do I just find it? I'm not kidding, I'll find it. No, I'll just use this. But, yeah, they sure are strong people, I guess. Ah, you can get rid of the glitch. The fucking annoying bug. Ah! Keep getting hit with this fucking thing. I can't do anything with it. I don't know if you guys can see it. But then these ones don't even go back to bomb 80s. That is a problem, yeah. God, you have no idea how annoying this is. Here we go, Power. I think the big problem is that we haven't seen this guy do much. That's just literally just super actually likable. Shin Woo, but with a character. How do I get rid of this fucking glitch? I swear to God, I'm gonna crash out. Good enough. Alright, who's next? Let me check the tier list again. Dun 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 dun. I don't think I'd manage him. I've generally seen that. Matchup tier list, help me out. Oh, sweet Neptune. She was just trying to because she was Jin Woo. It's not awful. His character just his character, I should put that in quotation marks, fucking sucks. If I'm reading, Link's also a matchup for Geats apparently. I'm not exactly surprised. Geats being a matchup for Link. The entire thing is reincarnations. I mean, like, it's not really it. Whatever. I'll go add him to the list.
Link right there.
Which one's this again? Oh. Where am I going with this? Where's Hero X? There we go. I think this is gonna be one of the final characters we put on this list. Oh yeah, look at that. He's like right on the edge of the list. I think we're going to put one more character in the bat here before we have to, like, close it off. Sheesh, that's actually sad. Alright. Back to Geats' tier list. There's a few people I can't tell. I don't think there's much else. Quite sad. Hey, Evan. Hey, guys. Welcome to the stream. You guys are... It's not a diamond fucking deal. Where are we getting deal from? What are we cooking? Who's not a diamond?
Nana Diaba.
What did I find? Ugh. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I did not see anything just then. Thank God no one of you saw that. I'm not getting murdered, so you guys. Okay. Now we can add the final touches. That should be the background? Yep. Okay, so Nero's the one, so we're gonna make it red. Brush. Oop, I didn't do it on the right layer. What side are you using? Side? Oh, you mean site. I'm gonna guess it's site. Photo P, it's basically Photoshop free edition. Trademark style pending. I forgot Nana. Give me a sec.
Nana Diaba anime.
English different people. What? Villain's wiki. She's a villain? Who are you? Review Starlight, created by Bushiroad, and its anime adaptation. What? Well, I'm fucking confused. The show was over. What are your thoughts on it? I'm gonna forget Dr. Doom, God's sake. The island was okay. There was definitely some moments where it was really toxic, but outside of that, there was a bit of fun to be had here and there. I generally enjoyed my time of it. Alright, I'm gonna go find some effects for the top tier. What's the... Here we go. Why Dr. Doom's D&D Lich Wafer? Fun fact, actually, yesterday we had a Dead by Daylight custom night, and the last killer that we went against with one of our friends was the Lich. Oh, it was Vecna. Could that work? Ooh, I think it could. Right. Wasn't the champion, but even from the outside looked fun. I will say my favorite challenge was honestly Infinite Craft. I enjoy that challenge a lot. Not because I like Infinite Craft or anything, but when I was doing the challenge, right, people were like, "Oh yeah, we'll let Ipachuba do it," and at one point he was like, "Oh wait, but he's cookie. He's locked the fuck in," and I was like, "Yay!" Granted, the team won not because of me. Someone else did it faster than me, but it was really good to have people cheer me on. I enjoyed that a lot. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have lost my mind when I wanted Miko out there. Hello, Donny Chopper. Welcome to the stream. We are currently adding the finishing touches on our tier list, and then we could discuss our placements as the final thing for today. I wasn't expecting to get this man. Who's Jonesy? That's this guy. I'm not. Wait, you can't see that mouse. It's this guy. Not this guy, nor is it this guy. It's this guy. He's the avatar in Fortnite. At least I think he was before the other dude replaced him. Okay. Ah, this is also the one. Give me that. Please, thank you all. The Fortnite guy had a name? He does have a name. Ah, fucking, this fucking... I don't know what this glitch is on my computer. I'm so glad you guys can't see it. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not glad you guys can't see it. Now it looks like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, whatever.
Boom. Nearly there. Yeah, crazy matchup. Yeah, look at the bottoms here. Like, brother. These are certainly some matchups. Actually, that does remind me. I need to put... Okay, how big can I make the text without it overlapping? Yeah, that'll do. Stroke and ready. Oh.
They call me British.
What's the font? That's press feeling eroded. It's the main font that DB uses. Give me a sec. I'll spell it out.
Press feeling eroded.
There, that's the font I'm using right now. Imagine showing these people who've never heard of Kamen, right? That. So the average person then got it. And yeah, I was not expecting Geats' spread to be this chaotic. Like, Liu Kang, Nier, you have no idea how much you helped me. You're welcome, mate. I'm glad to know I can help. Alright. Let me figure out which image this was. That's the checker image, okay. Nope. Okay, now I just need like a fire effect of some kind. Put a cove near next to her. Yeah, I plan to in a second. I need to get some fire effects. We're nearly done with that. Twisted gaze. Demon of frills. Who's the great old spot? This guy. Oh yeah, I need to go to the phone. Give me a sec. Right. That's the great olds. There's 3 people up in there. I'll get their names in a second. I'm nearly done with this. Alright. Now I'm gonna go find a Nero quote. Oh, this brings up a new window. Alright, let me just make sure you guys aren't seeing my new window. I don't think you are, so that's a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna go look this up. See,
No, that's all. Give me that December match against Ichigo comes in. Rather match, so we go Captain America, Neo, Spider-Man, build as Iron Man, but...
You know what it covers? True. I mean, to be fair, there's not really any more. I don't know any Marvel characters who have mommy issues or reincarnations and other shit like that. Is Yada competition next? Good question, actually. True Last OP theme song was fine. It was. Oh my fucking god. Trust Fine is on my Spotify playlist. I'm not even gonna lie. I love Trust Last. Absolute peak fiction. Oh, that bell. I'm gonna go become murder and Fate. Fate shouldn't be too bad. Ah.
I'm gonna go into the series in the first place. True. If it wasn't for me looking into the matchup, I would not look into Kamen Geats. I wouldn't have gone into it.
I might change the font for this. Okay, put you there. Control A. ITC. That's ITX. There it is. Shit. Wilson, what they have a poll featuring horror matchups, which is past Halloween. I paid extra. Yeah, I don't remember much Fate need to be researched, and I do need to. Liu Kang at the bomb. Oh, I explained that at the beginning of the stream because I started the with the big four, including Liu Kang. But to give the extremely quick to long general read, I find the connections really lame. It doesn't go into Ace's mother that well. And also, I don't like the connection between the Desire Grand Prix or the Mortal Kombat tournament. The dynamic is really lame. I don't really think he could do anything. You can have cool moments with God Form and Panther Hand, but with the buckles and everything else, I don't think you can do anything with those. And from what I was seeing at the promotion of the matchup, it's just, can we please get Geats on? Can we please not Geats? Can we please get Liu Kang on? Can we please get Liu Kang? Where the fuck is the Geats mention, bro? Like, Geats exists, dog. Yeah, overall, I just don't really like the matchup. I know the music will be neat, though. Do you have the slightest idea how low that narrows it down? The music will be peak regardless of who wins. Like, the only thing about matchups that music should consider is who makes the music. Because if the song can suit a rock track, then Brandon should be able to do it just fine. But, if not, then I think that'll have to be up to Fairwolf. But besides that, it should be fine. Alright. I like when we started the recap when I got to the recap. Let's fucking go. Alright, so yeah, Liu Kang and Sephiroth, they're the two big four members in the Bond tier. The connections are really lame, I don't really vibe with the dynamic. And in Liu Kang's case, it seems like it just exists to get Liu Kang on the show, instead of, like, being a matchup for both Geats and Liu Kang. It genuinely feels like, It genuinely feels like a Liu Kang matchup burst with fucking Geats as an afterthought, which is not really a good thing for me. Goes how that match is biggest support was nitpick itself with the episode. Ooh, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Didn't really look into it though. But Liu Kang versus Geats? No, not Liu Kang versus Geats. It was what you were talking about with Nebula Theater. What do you guys think of Kamen Rider Gav? I haven't seen the new Kamen Riders.
The only one I've watched so far right now is Kamen Rider Geats.
Kamen Rider Gav, 8.2 out of 10. First episode. Final episode date. Oh, it ended like a few months ago. It was the Rardo era. So this is the same era as... So it's not... Be it snacks for evil, I'll eat it up. What the fuck is this series about? What the fuck cut char? I think that's a... Okay, so who's the main Kamen Rider here? Let me go check. Kamen Rider Gav Shoma. Main protagonist, the chocolate right. What is this series? Captain America was a Kamen Rider Ichigo. Oh god, I got a lot of chat messages while I walked away. Let me quickly back read. I'll Kamen Rider Gaimon debut one day. There's a lot of Kamen Riders that I'm definitely interested in now. There's like Kamen Rider Gem versus Kaiba, Kamen Rider Build versus Iron Man, Kamen Rider Nego versus Spider. There's a lot of Kamen Riders I'd be super down for. was still a food writer. I'm still. American versus Kamen Rider Ichigo. I would be down for that. I haven't really looked into Ichigo at all, because I only watched Kamen Rider Geats so far, and even then I'm like halfway through it. But it's generally a really good matchup, from what I've seen anyway. I am more interested in it now that I know Kamen Rider, but I'll still need to look into the matchup myself to get like a full opinion on it. Will we make a 2026 predictions video? Good question, actually. That is a good question. Piss off, Frost. It was a good episode. You don't like it, then you can just go. Jesus Christ, can we not with the hostility? Not with the hostility! Please, gamers. Love and peace or some bullshit like that. Friendship is magic in this My Little Pony land. In all seriousness, though, let's not fight in here. And there's no commentator for Dream Theme this year. Oh. I mean, I will say the episode was good with Nebula Theater, even if the matchup is not my thing. But I don't think everyone on planet Earth needs to watch it held at gunpoint. Like, if they want to watch it, they can watch it. If they don't want to watch it, they don't need to. Simple as. I'm not gonna be damn it, I didn't know you were Brody. Fuck. I haven't even watched My Little Pony. I want Ash Williams for Herbert West one day. That is my choice for Ash Williams, to be fair. That is my choice for Ash Williams. That would be the one I want to vote for the win. I mean, there's the good team. Yeah, I read that. The big couple was still for the team deserted to outfox a fox. What they think was going to happen. Yeah, you can't outfox a fox. That's what they say. That would be a really funny thing in Neon White's case. If you make a 26 position, make it a straight. Maybe. I don't fully know yet. I'll have to think. It was my version of Freeze based off on them. That's what I'm gathering. But again, if you don't want to watch the episode, you don't need to. I don't care if you watch the episode or not. It's up to you at the end of the day. Like, if you don't want to watch the episode, fine by me. If you do, you do. It's not going to be the end of the world if you do or don't. Really cool. Frank is going to be showing simple Ash's opponent against Hattie 1. I've heard the ODBD likes Herbert, but in terms of general champions, yeah, I think Frank would win. That's what I know, though. So, yeah, if Ash won the tournament, which I'm kind of glad he didn't, I think Herbert would have gotten a few more votes than the others, but Ash versus Frank likely would have happened. I'm okay with any Ash's Big Four happening, even if it's Denji. Denji, I'd rather just wait for Yuji, especially since I think he's getting more stuff now thanks to the JJK spin-off. Yeah, that's what I know, though. Actually, wait, let me finish the quotes before we do the recap.
Because we can't have it off without a signature Umu.
Umu. Okay, that's my ultras again, anyway. Woo! Ow, I hit my headphones. Did you watch the crossover movie Geats and Repus and Gotchard side? I haven't watched that yet. I need to look into that, but I haven't watched it. I will say, though, if Repus scales to some of the things that Geats can do, well, gamers, Yuta might be cooked. That's all I'll really say on it from what I know of Kamen Rider, Geats, and the Repus crossover. And I've heard of Gotcha too. JJK will do it. Yeah, that one. That's the, thingy. Find it funny, I have a character I want to get spoiled on the next day. First screenshot, then Spider-Man, then now Henry. Yeah, I mean... Well, so how do you think they'll do for Geats episode? It depends on the matchup. Any other matchup, I see it being 3D. Like, Bayo 3D, Neon White 3D, Sagrius 3D, if you get the model for it. Liu Kang 3D, Sephiroth 3D, Jonesy 3D. You know, the likes. And, Nero, though, I think that's going to be 2D. So it's either going to be Torian or a Sprite fight. You think it wins between Geats and Nero? I think Geats. From what I know, Geats can die, but Nero doesn't have the access to permanently do it. Not to mention his reincarnation is really busted. Well, as far as I know, Nero is hard to kill, just not bustedly hard to kill. And if you kill her for a third time, she's basically done for. Like, I think the third kill is, like, instant death. I like very much Kamen Rider Breakfast. I need to look into that. Kamen Rider Breakfast actually seems interesting. Actually, well, there's 23 episodes on the Kickstarter. We've had Ash Mizuki the 16th, which leaves us with 6, and we know 3 to 4 of them. So there's 2 unknowns there. So we know 3 to 4 matchups in 2026, and 2 of them will be unknown, but the other 6 will be completely unknown. Ooh, that's unique. Consider me interested. I think this video can also work in 3D. It depends on who makes the Nero model, from what I've seen. Because I know they can custom make models. But either way, that depends on what they do. But yeah, opinion on Henry Stickmin versus Problem Sleuth. I've heard of that matchup a bit. I've not really looked into it though. I know people seem to like it, but at the end of the day, I'm still a Henry versus Second Coming kind of guy. HV sounds weird. Yeah, that's that too. That's why I'm saying it's like 2D. Like it was just looping the third and the Mori episode and 2 hours. I'm pretty confident in next year. Or a new Kickstarter. I doubt there'll be a new Kickstarter. Okay, I'll explain why in a second. I'll read Tristan's message. Psycho is just looping the third, and the Mori episode and Tor versus SCP-096. Pretty sure will be coming for next year. I could see a few of them being good, but I'm not sure about all of them. Sheen offers for... Who's Sheen's offers? Give me a sec. Oh, and I need to find out who this is. Give me a sec. I don't know who this guy is. Videos. Fuck. Who is this? You're gonna have to fill me in. Who is this person? We're Indian now. We need money. Okay, this could be. That is extremely likely. Same with like Toho, but like, I'm gonna post it. I don't know if it's a hot take. I don't know if it's tone deaf, but being completely unironic for a second, I genuinely think Death Battle should be making enough money to be fine going indie. Like, I genuinely think that. Like, let me explain, okay? So, let's see. There's regular views that they get, even with the August 10th view crisis that happened like a month ago or 2. Well, 3 months ago. I know one thing that didn't get affected was monetization. So, they should still be getting money from views. So that shouldn't be a thing. 2, there's super chats, which they get a lot of, mind you. They get a lot of super chats per day. Champions chats gets a lot of super chats. And there's also the possibility of someone super chatting in the comment section of a video. So, and there's also, I think, gifted memberships. If that gives money, I don't know, because I don't have memberships on my channel yet. I do plan to implement that, but I don't plan to do that now. So there's also money from that. Then there's the other access they can get to get money, which is the Death Battle website, which people subscribe to for behind-the-scenes stuff. So there's also that. All in all, unless they spend thousands on an episode, which, being completely honest, I think there's like a fat merch. The merch isn't that good, I'm not gonna lie. I have the Akane shirt, and the Chad James shirt is not shirt. The hat is funny, but besides that, everything else is just kind of basic. But yeah, I think Death Battle should be making enough. I could be wrong though. I could be really tone deaf, but I do think they're doing something. Okay, let's go back to chat. Plays a Black Cat versus Warden. It sounds pretty good from what I've heard. I need to look more into Warden to like get a proper opinion now. And who's the best moment for Spring Chap? I think it's Ink Demon, but if you had to make me pick between those two, even though I don't like either of them, Chucky. Chunko's dynamic is not that good at all. Because, like, oh, it can work like a FNAF episode. My brother in Christ, that sounds like a detriment. Apparently, on the Fireside Chat, they said they want to do it until episode of 2026. Apparently. Oh, that's new. Sans versus Judge and Kamen versus Fleetway. Ooh. I know my friend would fucking freak out at Kamen versus Fleetway. Not in a good way, mind you. Still think it would have been funny if Spring Chap won. It would be funny, but I mean, apparently YouTube revenue isn't great even by Big Fig standards from what I've heard. Is it not? Give me a sec. Let me go check Death Battle's most recent,
Don't think this is high views.
Indeed, punk, shut the fuck up. Bibbidi boppity boo. How many views has this gotten right now, as of the big 2.5? 1.1 million. Let me get the exact view count, okay.
1.1 million views on YouTube money.
Let me go see how much that will make. 1.1 million views on YouTube can earn anywhere from approximately 2,000 to over 20,000. Fucking hell. That's gotta be enough for at least one episode. Do you have a favorite Saki opponent or Toho matchup you like? I do, actually. I'm gonna go find it. Kamen Deku versus Captain Marvelous. I've also heard about that. That's a good matchup. I do want to get a matchup that I know about, though. Do I still have that tab open? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, no. I know they do customer versus Toho, they probably go non popular characters. Who is the most popular character? Okay, let me get the matchup in a sec. Who is the most popular Toho character?
Let's go check. So, let's see. Oh god, there's gonna be a lot of research done into this. Against Okami. That could be another thing. 2023, so this could be updated. Reimu, Fladre, Sakuya, Reimu. I don't think her name's Reimu, actually. Ramilla, I think that's her name. Ramilla Scarlet. And I think Yukari could also be another option. I don't fully know, though. But yeah, quickly, let me get my preferred for Sakuya up. Save image shit. I'm gonna get it up on my... I'm gonna say... Actually, wait, I made a thumbnail for it. What the fuck am I doing? Give me a sec. I could get it up on the ODBD. I can't believe I forgot to make a thumbnail for it.
Has image from Eve. Fuck's sake. From Eve. I swear to God. What, does from not exist anymore? From.
Does from not exist anymore? You're being fucking for real. What is that? Oh no, now it works. Yeah, that's bullshit. Was it one Garrison versus Death and Dreamers? It definitely is a matchup. Found it. That matchup is a matchup, I'll say that. I'm hoping my avatar isn't blocking this thumbnail. Also, let's oversee stuff on Geats. It's the intro. No questions asked. I fucking love Trust Last. Let me just make sure you guys can see the thumbnail. Yeah, okay, you guys can see the thumbnail. I don't think I'm blocking it too much to know who the character is. Also, pretty confident the SCP needing either that or Doomsday versus SCP-682 or whatever you versus SCP-096. But if it's Lucario, it's still going to be better IMO. It's a good matchup, but I also like this with Enocht. In general, I think this is a really good matchup for both. This is definitely my preferred for Sakuya, but I don't know if it's blocking it. Fuck, it's okay, Alright, Avatar, move, wee. I'll be back soon, gamers. But yeah, I don't remember the full connections with Sakuya versus Enocht. If I remember correctly, it's like they serve the stoic people who serve a master of some kind, like a godlike being. There's a lot more to it, but you only wanted it for Yokai Watch. Do not tell them the secrets, Mr. Frost. But I mean, yeah, my yokai love is definitely one of the main contributors to this. I'm speaking too quick. But what I'm seeing, I do like Sakuya. So yeah, that's also a different option. I know Sakuya versus Death is also a really popular option from Castlevania, so I do like that as well. Anyways, real quick, I do need to. I want to be Toru versus 096. Definitely a lot more easy to follow. Doomsday versus 682 is basically a so-called Boogaloo. I mean, I'd be down for either or. I don't really mind. Okay, now that we got that done, I'm going to quickly save the tier list. Geats matchup tier list. Perfection. Oop. There we go. We got the tier list done. Let's do a quick recap, and then we can end it off for the day. How long have we been here? We've been here for at least an hour. Oh, an hour and a half. Okay, good. That's a good stream time. Alright. So the other shirt here is the... What's his name again? I think it's in here. Saito. Yeah, Saito from Power Rangers. I don't know this guy at all. From what I know, the opinion on it is 50-50, so I'm not really going to comment on it. I'm going to move this so the chat doesn't block the characters. So let's start the no thanks tier, which is the bottom tier. Liu Kang and Sephiroth, I think the connections are lame, and the dynamic doesn't really work for either. And in the case of Liu Kang, from what I've seen of Liu Kang versus Geats' promoters, most of them just seem to be in it for Liu Kang with no attention to Geats whatsoever. It feels like a Liu Kang matchup with Geats as an afterthought, in my personal opinion. So overall, I'm not really the biggest fan of it. I don't really want either to win the tournament. Well, not the tournament, like the poll that's going to happen later down the line. I don't exactly know when that's going to happen. I know this controversy may take you. This will be a controversy to take you out. The Liu Kang and Sephiroth one, especially the Liu Kang one, is a controversial take. That is 100% like gonna make some people raise their eyebrows when they first see my tier list. I already know that, but a controversial take is a controversial take. Jonesy, inspiration versus inspired. It's a choice, I guess. Neo, I don't even know the connections for you. Sung Jin Woo, I guess they're powerful. But the only excuse they have on Mortal Kombat needs to run back and Liu Kang needs to go on. Exactly. That's literally the only thing I've heard about Liu Kang. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I need to get a drink. I've been speaking too much. I'll just wait for Liu Kang versus Jago. Or Liu Kang versus Jin Mori. Or any of Liu Kang's ults. Like, sheesh. Alright. Jago, even if it's a stomp. Yeah, the main thing with Jago is that people are like, oh, he can summon Black Hole. We were pretending he does that off rip. LMFAO, brothers. Jago gonna show up once, and Liu Kang just gonna go, nah, fuck this. Black Hole. Are we being dead ass for real? Morgan needs to run back. That is true, though. That is true, but it shouldn't be the only reason to push for a matchup. Push for a character? Yes. Push for a matchup? No. I want Jigsaw in that belt. That would be pretty hard to make work. Like, it's an intelligence team thing. Oh wait, yeah, I'm doing this. Sung Jin Woo, they are powerful, I guess. I don't fucking know. Ugh. Naruto is okay-ish. I'm not kidding, no, it's not. The only connection is boxes. Excuse me, you send him into his death. Yep, pretty much. Then again, the Death Bell automates stomp matchups in the past. Yeah, as I said, stomp matchups are only bad if they affect the dynamic, which, from what I know, since Liu Kang won't stop off of the Black Hole off-rip, that should not be happening. So we should be Gucci there, gamers. Is that Hero X? Yes it is. I don't exactly know the connections, but people have been suggesting it for a little bit now. I don't get it at all. I think it's just they are really overpowered in the world of overpowered beings. And then there's Link, which is... his whole thing is just reincarnation. Kamen Rider Geats is constantly reincarnated, same with Link. Jigsaw versus Arcade... I'm pretty sure Arcade's like a full-on reality warper. Is it because he's powerful? With Hero X, most likely, yes. But besides that, it's a matchup, I guess. Alright. Lot of fans here has Ashura. The connections are okay-ish, but, in general, I just don't think that I just don't think he could do much. Well, they also have other forms, but I think you could do something good here. It's just not for me. And then there's Sailor Moon, which, like, similar thing. Which you need to see more from him. Yeah. We need more Hero X stuff before we can confidently say this is a good matchup. Anyways, okay, I guess, is... we just had Ashura. That is true, but, we can wait for later for him to come back. Wait, what? Okay, I forgot this guy's name. It's the other Fate matchup that isn't Nero. Someone needs to remind me of his name. They're both really powerful, plus enough connections. Pretty much. I say David's cooking. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't remember this guy from Fate, but from what I know, the connections are okay. I just prefer Geats versus Nero in terms of a Fate matchup. Karna. Yeah, Karna. Thank you. Karna. Yeah, Karna. Karna's okay. I just prefer Nero as a Fate matchup. And, Zagreus. I think the core theme is actually pretty decent. They're constantly fighting in search of their mother. I think that's actually a really good, like, core theme on par with the ones we'll get up to later. Anyways, great ult. So we'll start with Jin Mori because he's the only one like my top 3 Geats matchups. From what I said, the connections are pretty decent, and overall, I think the fight dynamic could be really good. I think Jin Mori is better off going against other characters, especially, as we mentioned earlier, Liu Kang. But besides that, I think the matchup's pretty decent. Ultra versus Godzilla. I don't know much about Ultraman to even comment on this, and we just had Godzilla. Wait, it's just drawing on me. Is that Neon White? That is indeed Neon White. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly explain Neon White. Neon White has really good connections, especially with the death game of the fucking Desire Grand Prix and the 10 Days of Judgment. Along with the fact that Neon White is busted. Oh, Neon White is not even close to busted. If you buy the universal scaling, which really depends on who you ask, BTW, he could get higher than what people say, but universal versus complex multiversal. You can probably decide from the math. Also, Neon White can't even kill Geats permanently if he wanted to. So, that sucks to be him, I guess. But yeah, there's also a Nero kind of contrast. Does that mean V1 has a chance? Probably not. Well, actually, no, wait. V1 has a chance. Oh, yeah, wait, against Neon White? Yes. Basically, White is like town. We're not gonna have a debate on White's stats right now. We need to get this tier list done. So Gohan versus Ultraman Zero is right there. I know nothing about Ultraman to say anything about this. If you guys have Ultraman preps, good for you. I don't know fucking anything about it, so I can't really comment on it. I'll pretend I do. Nah, Evan. Oh god, here we go. We have to. No, please, just let me finish this tier list. What's up? My god, please be one of my projects. Yes, thank god, my uni project is actually going through. I'm gonna crash out. Okay, give me a second. Alright, we're getting some stuff done for uni. Okay, back to what we're doing. Okay, we'll get to that later. But Neon White, as I was saying, there was also a contrast similar to Nero in terms of parental figures with... I keep forgetting her name, but... What's the music in the background? It's... What's the track called? Midnight Sleuths. It's Yu Narukami versus a Digimon character. It's a vocal track by Brandon Yates. I don't exactly remember the Digimon character, though, because I don't play Digimon. I watch a lot of Shiro Novella playing it. Which means, yes, I do watch VTubers, canonically. Please don't call me lonely. I already know I am. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, Geats' mother and Neon Green is a contrast. Same reason as Nero's mother being a contrast to Geats. And, we'll get there in a second. Who is the best opponent for Luffy? gun to my head, either Natsu or Captain Marvelous. People are choosing Neo or Luke for Geats, and I wouldn't mind either, to be honest. I'm hard set on Geats versus Nero. I really don't like Geats versus Liu Kang. Liu Kang versus Ryoga for Kill. No, please God, no. Oh God, we're getting so sidetracked. Bayonetta, pretty decent. I enjoy the matchup. Good connection to Geats' mother. Flashy combos and generally interesting stuff to play off of Geats' buckles as well. Along with a really fun climax potential. Also, will be the second time we see Bayonetta die, which would be really funny considering Dante just died as well. What would DB is set on Naruto versus Luffy? To be fair, I'm not really surprised. I don't even know if people still debate that. Do people still debate Naruto versus Luffy in the Big 2-5? I remember it being a big thing back when Naruto and all the animes were coming out in the Big 3, but now that we have a new gen Big 3 with like Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, and whatever the last one is, I don't think people talk about that anywhere near as often. Is it Bayonetta Saki a matchup as well? She's also a Homura matchup, if I remember correctly. Isn't Luffy a minor too? Yeah, don't ask. That shit makes no sense. So anything is possible. Yeah, anything is possible, but I don't think a pitch would solidify it. And, okay, so before I finish my yap session, we're going to finish this tier list. The one for me is Nero Claudius from Fate. I really like this matchup. It goes into what I want for Geats in terms of, like, his flashiness, his mother, and the Desire Grand Prix, as well as a dynamic that I think would be really good, and also the fact that it actually is kind of debatable and would put a... It actually would make Geats, like, actually have to try. Because, like, what's I gonna say? Because, like, this matchup is debatable. No matter who wins, it's going to be high or extreme difficulty. Which is what makes it a lot more interesting than other Geats matchups, where, with the exception of maybe Jonesy, I think, he stomps every character here. Like, his win record would be really good. How busted is Geats? Basically, Kamen Rider Cosmology gets to 11D, not 11D, 8D, and Geats can fully scale to it. Most people would agree with you if it plus would introduce a new series to Death Bow. Huh? Kamen Rider is really wild when it comes to its cosmology, I'll just tell you that, David. But yeah, I'd be down to see Fate on the show, and this would be a good episode to do it with. He beats Nero? I think he does. It is possible to make an argument that fucking, that Nero could win, but from what I've said, that requires outside help. Plus that Geats Goof Fest opponent in the closest. Yeah, oh my god, that actually would be fun. I'd be so down to see that. Need to get on that Kamen Rider pack. True! Smoke this shit with us. But yeah, I'd love to see the two goofballs just showing off, having fun. It would be so much fun. Alright, how long have I got until the 2 hour mark? 15 minutes. Yeah, sure. I can chill for another 15 minutes, and then we can end the stream there. So, if you guys got any questions about anything, I'd be down to answer them. And then, we'll just end it off there. I'd be down. Oh yeah, I think I flagged on Discord. You guys want to see it? Circ. That does remind me. I do need to go on the. Oh yeah. Also, I also did open up a Twitter again. It's been a while since I ever used Twitter since I didn't like it at all. But I began posting a lot of Death Ball stuff on there recently, and I actually am having fun on it. Thinking Ragnar vs. Bubble could be coming out next year. I've heard both BlazBlue and Tales of Berseria are getting new content, so it could be possible, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I would be down to see it, but I'm not fully certain. I would be super down for it, though, because that was the matchup I wanted to win in round 3. I don't know, something about Slenderman. Slenderman, I'd be down for on the show, personally speaking. I like Slenderman vs. Sadako. and I didn't really mind that he went out in round 6, I think it was. I was hard voting, I was hard voting Miku that entire round. I really wanted her out. And by really, I mean really. I did not want to harass him. But overall, I enjoyed that round, and I do think Sunama vs. Sadako is a really good matchup. But, besides that, there's nothing else really to say. Do you have opposed other sabers from Fate? You got 5th place. Yeah, I think one of the more, like, annoying things is that I don't get the mindset of, oh, this character got voted out, that must mean they're never getting an episode. Like, I'm gonna put your hand on my shoulder when I... Wait, not your hand on my shoulder. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder when I say this. That logic makes no sense, bestie. Like, Sunderman got saved twice. I think people want him on the show. Like, you don't get saved twice if people don't want you. I'm just saying. Like, the likelihood of that happening is, like, really likely. Especially, like, considering Sunderman vs. Sadako is a really popular opponent for both. And now that they've opened access to, other possibilities of creepypastas on Death Battle. Even though, in my opinion, unless you use, like, creepypastas based on pre-existing IPs, Sunderman should be really the only OC creepypasta that you should really use. Also, talking about creepypasta that has made me go into, like, a rabbit hole, I did not know creepypastas had ships, but I'm not gonna go anywhere fucking near that. What do you think they'll do next year? Never talk about champions or something new. I think they're gonna do something new every year until they run out of ideas, which they haven't yet. I think they're gonna do something based on franchises next year because of the, in order to, like, avoid toxicity in the fandom. But that's primarily a guess. I'm basing this just off word of mouth. So, if I'm wrong, and I will take the blame for that. But, from what I know, they do seem to be doing something on franchises next, instead of just characters or matchups. So, I'd be down for that. You know, creepypasta. What rock have you been living in? Can I join you? I haven't been in a creepypasta phase since, like, ages now. I don't keep up with creepypasta lore. I'm not really a creepypasta entrepreneur in that regard. So, yeah, I don't really look into stuff like that. Alright, listen, this tier list so I don't forget it. Alright. The tier list has been sent in a channel, so I have access to it. That's good. Boggies. Alright, what else is there to talk about? That's a good question, actually. What do I talk about? What else is there to talk about in the Grand Ol' EPTuber chat room? We talked about Champions Island. Apparently Henry vs. Steve is a thing. Yeah, I saw someone comment that on my, no, someone didn't I think someone commented the screenshot of the matchups they considered, and I was like, from what I know, I think Mark wasn't going to be on the poll as much as people like the matchup, and I think I know why. They are really hesitant on putting actual YouTubers in Death Battle, whether or not, regardless on if they're, like, characters or not. Like, Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic are characters, but they don't seem particularly interested in doing that matchup because of the real people behind it, which I don't really get. I mean, they did Chuck Norris vs. Sagata, and, what was the one? Macho Man. Granted, Macho Man was a bit controversial for a pretty stupid reason, but, Markiplier, specifically the Heist show. There was a show on YouTube, I think, where Markiplier robbed a bank, and you had to, like, pick choices, and some choices led to outcomes where you had to retry. And if I remember correctly, that was based on Henry Stickmin, so that's why people made the, matchup up. Well, not made the matchup up, people do know about it. I'm Melky also say I want to be different to make him a vigilante who was possessed by a demon to explain superhuman stuff, who kills criminals to differentiate from slasher trope. I will say I do like the idea of OCs. Like, regardless or not on fucking, what is it? Regardless or not on, like, what media you do, unless it's, like, outright illegal, but creepypasta isn't illegal, but from what I've seen, OCs can be really good if you know what you're doing. If you know how to write your OCs, you'll practically set for life. Oh, Jesus. Death Bell using real life is very controversial to cover. Yeah, I know some people in the community are also very hesitant on Death Bell doing, real life characters, or, like, even YouTubers. I don't know about VTubers, though. I think if they don't want to do YouTubers, they don't want to do VTubers. They are both two sides of the same coin. They're both avatars, in a sense. The difference is that one of them is anime and cutesy, while the other one is, like, in real life. But I don't think... But if they're not okay with using YouTubers, I don't think they're going to be using VTubers. Even though some VTuber matches are, like, actually kind of sick. Yeah, he has blood manipulation voice powers. Ooh, blood manipulation. That's always a good power to have. What's that? What time is it now? Okay. Page Chodillis versus Shako. How do you want better? Hollow Myth versus Vanos Crew. I fucking love that matchup. Like, I know for a fact it's not gonna happen because, well, one, it's a 5v5, and two, YouTube and VTube. But I love Hollow Myth versus Vanos Crew. It is unironically super peak. I tried to make Fate serve an OC, but I'm not that good at writing. That's completely fair. Writing OCs is definitely not the easiest thing in the world. It took me a lot of attempts to get the OC I wanted to now. Specifically with one of my sodas on Twitch, but I'm glad I got it to the moment I got it to, when I understood and improved my writing. So I'm glad I got to there. I need to get myself a drink and get my throat stuck. It was Gagara. It works because they said they're willing to use YouTube avatars for episodes, so you can make it work. Oh, are they? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I think... Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'd be down for that. Okay, good. Hollow Myth and Thanos Crew could actually work. I'll take it. Hollow versus WWE. The collaboration Death Bell will be legendary. Then they... Nah, bro. We can have Kamen Rider Geats, which is a Toho property. We got Togatsu right here. We are getting copyright strikes after his video premieres. Although I will be downloading it instantly. Either that or I'll be watching it on the Death Bell website. Either or. Wait, what was the matchup of the day in my watch party again? In the server watch party? Oh yeah, Natsu versus Asta. I completely forgot. No one forgot. I'm the one who hasn't voted, I don't think. Oh shit, it's 50-50. I have the power to break the vote. Okay, actually, you know what? How many people we got right now? I'm down for a poll. I'm gonna break a tie. Okay, we've got enough people. I'm gonna quickly break a tie. So the watch party group I'm in, they have a match of the day, and they pit Deku versus Natsu versus Asta. They picked Natsu versus Asta. Fairy Tail versus Black Clover. The animation potential. Yeah, I like the idea of Death and Death Bell. I don't really get the hate against it. I'd be down to see it. Geats' whole series is free on YouTube as long as we got the Toei character. It should be fine. Oh yeah, you can watch Geats' shit on YouTube. There's a playlist for it. That's how I'm watching Geats right now. I think I left off at halfway through episode 29. So I'm like, I'm approaching 3/5 of the way to the show. Jesus Christ, I'm going quick. As long as I'm Death versus Joel Children. Yeah, that Joel Children's kind of lame. But yeah, quickly, whoever wins this poll, I'm going to be voting them, and I will be breaking the poll. I will be breaking that tie. Get to voting. I just think it'll be funny. I think Will Sherhoff from Astoria's Wand and Sword is a good matchup, but it's just me. Maybe, yeah. I haven't really looked into other matchups for other characters. I might make more tier lists like this, like based on matchups of characters, like Kamen Rider Geats. That's if you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys enjoy this tier list, I am willing to do more. That's if I know what characters to do. What's on Fox versus Makima? What? Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't get that. It's very rare for me not to get a matchup. Inflatable gems. Yeah, I don't get that matchup one bit. There's other Makima matchups I prefer, but that one really isn't it. Alright, seems like we got a few votes for Asta, so I think that's who I'll be going for. We'll be breaking the tie now. Until we have to take it down Dragon Ball episode 7 versus Glacier beside because 2 to 8 characters. They did characters each going to cast, so DB should be fine. They both have really eyes. I guess so. But yeah, I think Geats should be fine. He should be, I think. I don't think Toei owns Fate.
Who does Toei own Fate?
No, the animation studio Toei does not own the Fate franchise. The intellectual property of Fate is owned by Type Moon. Yeah. So, with Toei not being a person who's behind, fucking Fate, they shouldn't be copyright struck. I'm gonna watch Phil vs. Julius if you don't series you like the fight. Ah, okay. Balls on Syndrome versus Shroud? Who's Shroud? Who's Shroud? I'm looking for console. Oh shit, we got 4 minutes. I don't know who Shroud is. To comment. Oh, let's see. Oh, Dispatch. Okay, give me a sec. We'll look at what that is.
I haven't played Dispatch, honestly.
Shroud Dispatch. Oh, is this the guy with the skull in his face? I think I've seen this guy as like a Homelander matchup. I don't know yet. Like I said, I don't really going to pick up Invisigal. I don't know. I haven't. If I ever stream Dispatch, you guys can make predictions. I will fully admit that I don't exactly know. God, the power to predict things are gonna go by reading people and has a mech. Ah, I see. I think in the end, I just prefer Syndrome in that regard, but it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. Oh god, the poll went to 50-50. God's sake. Oh god, it really is debatable. Oh, this is chaos. Alright. Just gonna do a quick look over of the tier list one more time before we decide to end it off for the day. Overall, I think I did enjoy this stream. I didn't expect to get through the tier list so quickly. But now I know I can get through tier list really quickly. Overall, though, I will say if you do have a membership, I would love if you voted for Nero. If you don't want to vote Nero, if you want to vote anyone else here on this who gets on the poll, then by all means go ahead. So that no way DB is going to go through all the Geats forms of the fight. Oh, 100%. They're not going to go through every single buckle. He has way too many to choose from. But, yeah. If you guys want more tier lists like this, then let me know in the comments, or just let me know on our social medias. I do have a community tab. Give me a membership, ever no balls. No. I do have a community tab open, so you guys can leave ideas there, like ideas for matchups, ideas for characters for tier lists, and etc, etc. I am more than willing to talk about stuff on the streams, and, obviously, I am glad that my streams are pretty productive, which is why I'm a pretty big fan of doing them. They're pretty active as well if I'm not about that bad, which is even better. So I'm glad everyone's joined that. Tomorrow is a stream of Pokemon ZA. I will say, though, if you're going in Pokemon ZA blind, the stream will definitely have spoilers because I'm on rank B. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers, I would avoid the stream until you can watch the VOD. I'm gonna have miserable with you. No, don't make me do a Spring Goss tier list. I would be willing to do a Spring Chop tier list though. I would be 100% down for that. Have we reached the 120 mark? Yeah, we reached the 120 mark. Alright, so that'll be it for today's stream. I enjoyed it here a lot. I'm glad you guys are pretty active, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream as well. There was a lot to talk about, which made me pretty happy. I'm going to end the poll as well. Poll over. Yeah. And then in the time, I'm going to stick to Atsu, just for funny has. Yeah, overall, fun. The only tier list is putting... The only tier list he ain't going up in his champion island tier list. We did. True. Alright, but yeah, in the end, I enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you have any ideas for other characters, let me know in the community tab. I do need to keep an eye on that because I know it's pretty inactive. But overall, I am editing a gaming video, and tomorrow's stream will be Pokemon ZA. But it should be noted that I am doing some uni work, so if I'm late to the stream, I assume this is going on Reddit. It will later, yes. But yeah, overall, good stream, good times. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow, and then we'll be playing some. Oh my God, 16. Okay. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. We'll be playing Pokemon CA tomorrow, and we'll be continuing rank B. See ya, see ya. Your skills very nice. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all next time. Till we meet again. Need to find the end stream one. See ya. Alright, everyone have fun. See you all next time.